Okay, we're going to be looking at parallel and perpendicular lines. So let's begin by just reviewing a few facts from GCSE that we learnt before. So we've got a line PQ with coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now the gradient of this line, often called little m, not to be confused by big M for midpoint, the gradient m of PQ is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now we have some rules for gradients. So we have two lines here and they are parallel. Two parallel lines have equal gradients. And we have two more lines. This time they are not parallel, but they are perpendicular to each other. So we have, if this line has gradient m, the gradient of this line will be minus 1 over m. We can write this in a different way. We can say if two lines are perpendicular, so let's say two perpendicular lines of gradient m1 and m2, if we take their gradients m1 times m2, the answer will be minus 1. Now I've just thrown all those facts on there. It's all revision, but we're going to just go through some little examples just to get back into the swing of things with these types of questions. So, the coordinates of 3 points are: A has coordinates k minus 5 and the y coordinates 15. B has the coordinates 10k and C has the coordinates 6 minus k. Find two possible values of k if A, B, C are collinear. So collinear means if you've got a line, A would be here, B would be here, and C would be here. So you've got the 3 points. It could be not necessarily in that order, but you've got a line and these 3 points live on the same line. So if that is the case, if they are collinear, then the gradients of AB would equal the coordinate for B, the gradient for BC. So let's take our equation for the coordinate, which is m, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and let's equate them and then do some algebra to find out the values of k. So for AB, so we will take the y coordinates first. We will make we'll make this y2 k minus, that is minus minus 15, so it's going to be plus 15. Over x2 is going to be 10 minus k minus 5, and that must be equal to, for BC, so the y coordinates first, minus k minus k over 6 minus 10. Let's just expand brackets and all of that. So we've got k plus 15, then 10, that's going to be minus k, this is going to be plus 15, so it's going to be plus 5, so it's going to end up being 15 minus k equals to minus 2k over 6 minus 10 is going to be 4, minus 4, but we can take that and we can make that into just k over 2. 2's cancel, the minuses cancel, so it's going to be k over 4. Now let's cross multiply. So we will have 2k plus 15 is equal to k times 15 minus k. And we will expand all this out, so we'll have 2k plus 30 equals 15k minus k squared. Bringing them all together, I'm going to take this up here. So we'll have k squared minus 13k plus 30 equals 0. Now we just factorise k minus 3, k minus 10 equals 0, so k will be either 3 or k will be 10. And that is how we do that one. Let's do another example. The vertices of triangle A, B, C are A equals 11, 3, B is 2k, k, and C is minus 1, minus 11. Find the two possible values for k that if the angle ABC is 90 degrees. So, if it's 90 degrees, we've got a right angled triangle, so the gradient of AB multiplied by the gradient of BC must equal minus 1 if right angled. So let's do that. So let's find our gradient for AB. So we'll have k minus 3 over 2k minus 11, and that will be multiplied by the grade for BC, minus 11 minus k over minus 1 minus 2k, all equals to minus 1. So we have if we take this bit here, we can take so we've got k minus 3 over 2k minus 11 times, now I'm going to take minus 1 out of here, that's going to give us k plus 11, and we're going to take minus 1 out of here, and that's going to give us 2k plus 1, and that's going to all equal minus 1. So we can just cancel this out, so we'll get rid of that bit. And now we will multiply together. So we'll have k minus 3, k plus 11, all over, and now we can cross multiply as well. We'll do it at the same time just to, so we'd multiply the bottom and then cross multiply over. We're going to multiply by minus 1, so we'll have minus 2k minus 11, 2k plus 1. Now we will expand the brackets. K squared plus 8k minus 33 is going to be equal to minus 4k squared plus 20k plus 11. Now be careful here with minuses. So I would multiply the brackets and then apply the minus. Bringing everything together, we will have 5k squared minus 12k minus 44, so we've brought over to the one side and collected terms, equals 0, and then factorising this is a horrible thing to factorise, but when factorise it we get 5k minus 22 times k plus 2 equals 0. So therefore k is going to be either 4.4 or k is going to be equal to minus 2. So that gives us the different coordinates could be, we've got A, 11, 3, then if we use k is 4.4, B would be 8.8, and then 4.4, and C is obviously minus 1, minus 11. Or we have A as 11, 3, B would be minus 4, 2, and C would be minus 1, minus 11. A minute, k is minus. Oh, minus 2. There we go. Just double checking that. So there we go. So that gives us our 3 coordinates. If we were then to plot these, to have a look at what the graphs would look like, we would have for our first one, this is x, this is y, so down here would be longer. So we'd have b here, minus 4, minus 2, going down to c minus 1, minus 11, and then a is 11, 3. And this is our right angle. And then we plot the other one. We still have C down here as, what do we see? There we go. Is minus 1 minus 11. But now we've got B up here, and that is 8.8, 4.4. And then C over here, 11, 3. So that's our right angle. So that is A, B, and C. So I hope that helps.